How can you make sense of why your child is just not fitting in at school? Here are some important things to keep in mind and how you can help. Have you ever picked your kid up from school and thought, this place just doesn't see them? They're brilliant and awkward, kind and clueless, funny and impulsive, and school just doesn't work for them. Your child isn't broken. The system just isn't flexible. School was built for efficiency, not for kids who need space, silence, or time to process. They may seem distracted or miss directions in class, but they're thinking deeply the whole time, just not about what's important to the teacher or the other kids. Their mind has moved faster. Or maybe the pace at school is very fast for them. The transitions are constant. And your child is still processing what happened at lunch when everyone's moved on to fractions. It's tough for a kid who lives at a different pace to fit in. And it's harder than you think for schools to make sure each student is happy and successful, even at schools where every teacher cares deeply and is good at their job. Face it, schools are stretched thin. Laws say they need to teach academic skills and content, and assess progress in certain ways. Other laws and regulations say they also need to teach arts, music, and technology, provide meals, allow time for exercise, and promote healthy choices. There are also mandates to focus on emotional well-being, teach social skills, manage behavior, teach safety, do hands-on projects, take field trips, provide before and after school care, provide health and dental services, and offer clubs and sports. No system, no matter how well intended, can do everything well for everyone. So, schools often just teach to the middle, to all the kids who don't need too much support or too much extra to engage them. If this is resonating, hit subscribe, or give it a like so more parents can see it. Another reason schools teach to the middle? Well, do you think school is supposed to be competitive or collaborative? Should schools value individuality or conformity? And should they emphasize creativity or accuracy? How about freedom or discipline? It turns out that families don't agree on what school is even for, so schools often do what they think most of their families want. Hopefully now it's becoming clearer to you why your child is not fitting in. It's not about your child. It's about the mismatch between who your child is and the major challenges schools face in being flexible. The good news is that there's a lot you can do to make things better, and it starts with helping your child know they are not the problem. Here are 3 things to try. First, make sure you normalize difference in how you talk to them about themselves and about others. Second, redefine how you and your child think about success based on what is happening with your child right now. Don't let your ideas about the future stand in the way of successes today and tomorrow. Third, let your child know it's important to embrace both support and challenge to be successful. It can also be very helpful to prioritize what you see as most important for your child. Explain your 1 or 2 priorities to teachers, and ask for simple supports in just those 1 or 2 areas that are most important to you. And finally, look around outside of school for communities that will both support and stretch your child. Don't count on school to allow them to explore their interests or develop their talents, and don't rely on school to be the best place for them to find friends. Shared interest is the foundation for friendships, and spending time together with other kids who want to do and try similar things is the best way for kids to make good friends. Once your child gets engaged in something great outside of school, you will see things improve at school too. But above all, you should recognize that the world needs people who think differently. And quirky kids? They're often the ones who change it for all of us. So embrace your child for who they are right now, and know that you're not alone, and neither is your child.